What's going on? What is going on? I want to talk about alcohol. We're going to talk about alcohol today. Just took me a couple shots myself, but that will be the last shots I take for a very long time. I didn't start drinking until I was like 18. Never really liked anything, to be honest with you. I ain't really like drinking or smoking. But it was being even though when I first was drinking and smoking, it was, even though it was making me nauseous and sick, it offered my mental and my body an escape from the reality and the thoughts that I didn't want to deal with. And so I've been doing tinctures lately. I've been doing tinctures lately, herbal tinctures, and with herbal tinctures, they require alcohol sometimes. Some of them, not all of them, but certain methods of tinctures, they require alcohol. So yeah. So I've been, dibbling dabbling. I've been dibbling dabbling. You know what I mean? With the alcohol. And I mean, even before this, I was still drinking. But I didn't really start drinking a lot until I started being more into the lifestyle. And that's really what I want to get into. This video is not only about alcohol, but about attachments. And the attachments that you add on to you throughout life. And you have to be very attentive when you are adding a certain pattern or routine to your life that you didn't originally agree with, or that you originally didn't even see yourself in. You know what I'm saying? I remember growing up and be like, I never smoke and drink. That just looks stupid. I remember saying that as a kid. I remember just saying that, why would I ever smoke and drink? That's gonna affect my body and, do all these types of things to harm myself. But, you go through life, and the pain, and it's the things and the chaos that you go through and the confusion. You're looking to certain things outside of yourself to help you with this pain, or to help you with this void or emptiness, or just whatever confusion is going on at the moment. And I noticed that there's a lot of habits that I've just picked up in my journey of just life and dealing with the pain and the chaos. Alcohol was never even really a thing. I kind of always was I might smoke. As a kid, I was I might try that. But drinking was never really I didn't really start drinking heavily until I went through a really bad breakup. Until I went through a really bad, I'm talking about 360. Everything was, and everything was whoa. In a very short period of time. And so now at this age of 31, I'm looking at myself. I'm looking at where I want to go. I'm looking at what I want to be. I'm looking at, my brother just had a child. And I ain't even gonna hold y'all. Sometimes I be feeling like that's my kid. No disrespect, but it's I want to make sure my brother's child is taken care of. I want to make sure my siblings is good. And that's not, and just certain things and just the route and the way I'm moving now, certain things is gonna have to go. And I feel like alcohol is gonna have to probably be one of them. I don't mind, every drink now and then, but the way I have been treating certain substances, I can definitely take a break off of. I don't need it no more. Like, it served its purpose. I appreciate what alcohol did for me. I appreciate how it helped me. I appreciate, because at that time, yeah, I appreciate alcohol for being there for me. But it's time to let it go, and I'll be back. Like, it ain't no, I gotta stop forever, but like, because this is the interesting thing that I'm realizing about just certain, like, to a person who drinks, like, okay, I'm gonna put myself out there. I would not consider myself an alcoholic because I still, like, I feel like I ain't trying to be like, I don't know how I put this, but it's like, when I think of an addict, I think of a person that's going through like very horrible times because of their addiction. And I don't feel like I'm going through horrible times. I actually feel very blessed and highly favored. I feel very good. I don't feel like I am like, my money right, my foundation right. Like, I don't really have a lack. Like, how I'm using alcohol, I feel like is more of a, like, boredom, in a sense. Boredom with just, like, the reality. I feel like I've been there, done it all, so it's kind of like, it's a way of, like, keeping me lively. And that's what I feel like a lot of people don't understand about, like, people who drink a lot. It's like, I feel like it's a way of, like, when you've been through a lot and you've done a lot, if you don't kind of change your routine and pattern, a lot of things can get very, like, old and routinely, especially if you're a person that likes to, like, see new things, experience new things. And if you're not able to do that, you're going to turn to certain things that offer you that in the midst of you going through the same routine. And I feel like with a lot of alcoholics, that's what it is. It's like, it's really just something new. It's like, I want new life. And why do you think they call it spirits? I'm drinking spirits. These spirits, that's why when you drink, you want to, like, you're not the same person because you're ingesting spirits. And these spirits is making you feel more lively because they're possessing your ass. And it's only for a certain amount of time. And I'll be honest with you, I really don't mind that if it wasn't for the taxing that it does to the body. That's my issue with drinking. Like, I don't mind drinking. I actually don't give a fuck about even being like, cause I'm like, if anyone's ever been around me, I ain't gonna lie, I be having my moments, but like, I've also been the type of person where you kind of would never know if I'm like drunk. Like, if I was like very tipsy, you really, like, if I really didn't want you to know that, you would not know that. So it's like, I know how to just handle myself. Like, I know how to just, like, cause a lot of people, I feel like the problem with alcohol is just, it just gets in the way of like normal, like the way certain alcoholics act. It's very chaotic. You're pissing on yourself, you're drunk driving, you're just doing a lot of shit that's bringing chaos to a certain order that we have in place. But if you know how to handle yourself and maintain the order still, you can really do whatever the fuck you want. That's why you see some of these CEOs off of drugs and just all the powerful people are doing hella drugs. Meanwhile, you're thinking like, isn't that the stuff they told me not to do? No, they just know how to put on a mask. They just know how to act in front of you. They just know, like, oh, okay, right now, even though I'm fucked up, I just know not to do that right now. And I'm not going to let this spirit or whatever I ingested act out what it wants to act out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just really what it is. When you're drinking, it's So it's letting other spirits be it's other spirits being the driver. That's what alcohol is. You're letting other spirits be the driver instead of you. Because I've even noticed that about drinking alcohol. It's very watery. You get into this very, like, letting go type of energy. Like, it's very, like, I'm not say like I'm tipsy. I'm not very tipsy. I'm like tipsy right now. Because I wanted to give a real, like, I can only do that if I'm drinking alcohol. I can only give you a real perspective of what it feels to be drunk and what it feels to be. I'm not in the car right now. I'm not driving. Now, see, I'm feet planted on the ground. I'm at my house in the backyard. It's all good. The only harm I'm going to cause is to myself, and that will never happen. But that's the thing about drinking. It does cause harm to your body. And what's interesting is that when I was a kid, I used to have I was into science. I used to have, like, I had toys, but, like, I didn't have a lot of them. I had actually more, like, science shit. I had, like, a statue of a skeleton. It was like that. It was, like, probably about, like, 3 feet. I had a figurine of the body, and I had, like, you could literally have the organs. It was like the organs inside the body. Matter of fact, I might buy that again. I'm gonna buy that again if I can find it. But it was organs of the body, and it was more so for, like, scientists. It wasn't even no fucking toy. I'm like 10 years old at the time, and I always remembered, like, the liver and my kidneys I would always, like, it would always be like them shits would go missing, or, like, it was like I would always have all the pieces, but then I have to go find, like, the liver and the kidney. Like, I would have all the pieces, I'll use it, you're just a kid with it, play with it, whatever you do, like, you just, like, okay, like, I'm a scientist, so you imagination, all that. But then it was always like when I had to put it back together, it was like the liver and the kidneys will always be the ones I had to go find, or it'd be the one I lost. Matter of fact, I even think when I had that toy, I didn't even have the liver and shit no more. So that was even like a premonition of just what I was gonna go through in my later years of life, of just, like, because your liver is what alcohol is. Your liver is very important in spirituality, because that's where liver, your kidneys, all that, just your liver and your kidneys are very important. It filters poisons, it filters all the just bullshit that we have to deal with in this life. And if you're feeding it nothing but bullshit and having fun off of it, it can create a very, very, very unbalanced state in your body. And going forward, I don't want to create that for my body. So we're going to have to find some other type of way to balance that all out. And we will, and I am, so. But yeah, I think that's it. Alcohol. Know what you're drinking. You're drinking spirits. And spirits dry you out. You are mostly a water-based being because you have your own essence. Water is could be another form of essence. If you go without water, you fucking die. So you have a natural, you can almost say like you're born with, like, your natural pond or lake or ocean. And if you keep drying it out, you're letting in spirits to take control of you. That's why, like, when you drink, it's like, damn, I ain't mean to do that, or why was I acting like that, or I look back and I shouldn't have been acting like that, because it's like you're letting somebody kind of take the driver's seat. And it's interesting because I got out of it's not even about that. We ain't even gonna go there. You should at all times be the driver. Life can be very, 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 very fucked up. And I understand why you would want other people. I understand why you would want other people to take the driver's seat. I know. I've been there. I understand why you would rather let drugs take the driver's seat, pussy take the driver's seat, family, friends, everybody else but you take the driver's seat. But you're gonna be fine one day. You're gonna be healed one day. And when you are healed and and it's not even, and healing is a process, it's a journey. But when you're going into that state of recovery and you're recovering yourself, you're going to look back and realize how many times you wasn't in the driver's seat. And you're going to really regret that. So at least in your fucked upness or your chaos, be the driver. Be the one that's driving. If you crashed, at least you crashed the car. That means something. Yes, the car still crashed, but you did it. Not anyone else but you, because at the end of the day, you are the driver. It's just you. And everybody else and everything outside of you is a collaboration. And it should be a collaboration which is bringing benefit to you, not... I don't know if y'all saw that. The whole lot of just like, I don't know what type of bug that was. It literally flew straight in my face and just dipped off. But okay, anyways. But shout out to the insect world. Shout out to the insectoids. But what was I saying? Yeah. If it's gonna be a collaboration, if you're gonna have a driver, let it be a comfortable ride. Let it be a luxurious ride. Most of the time, when people have drivers, it's a comfortable ride. I'm letting you drive because I'm able to explore and just have a different type of atmosphere. I'm able to actually enjoy the scenery now. I'm actually able to enjoy certain aspects. And the driver, I'm telling this driver what to do. This man or woman is not making their own turns and doing what they want. I'm telling them what to do and they're doing it. And I'm sitting back and enjoying another aspect of life. Not, oh damn, I just got drunk, and damn, why did I do that? Oh damn, I just took this drug, damn, I regret doing that. That's the difference. That's not collaboration. That's some parasite shit. Because that spirit, just that thought, that energy just was able to act out something that you did not deem fit yourself. It's called spirits for a reason. Be easy. Peace.